Guys, Crypto Ether here, back at it again with another Bitcoin video. Now, as always, I never give financial advice. Always do your own research. We live in a super volatile crypto market, so never invest more than you're willing to lose. That being said, guys, huge Bitcoin video for you today. I mean, everybody's talking about it, guys. It is the talk of the town. This market is very, very bearish. But before we jump into that, make sure you guys smash that like button, hit that notification bell, and also leave those comments down below, as I do respond to all of them. Your guys' feedback is so important here on the channel, and just as much as I like to teach and inform you guys, I like to learn myself, so definitely feel free to leave that feedback and thoughts, as I do respond to all of them, right? That being said, let's jump right into this Bitcoin news. Everything's dipping right now, guys. Again, bearish market. I'm saying it's going to happen. This is not the only one we'll ever see again, right? It will go from bullish to bearish, from bullish to bearish, and this will go on throughout the history of time, right? So take that into consideration. Know that we've been here before. We've seen this much pullback. There's probably a lot more downside still to happen, right? Just going historically. But know that there's a lot more upside than there is downside to Bitcoin. So for what I'm saying is, worst case scenario, Bitcoin goes down to 4K again, right? Best case scenario is Bitcoin hits $1 million. There's a lot more upside than there is downside, if that kind of paints the picture right. So despite these bearish market conditions, I will continue to be very bullish. I just look at them like buying opportunities. I'd love to scoop me up some Bitcoin at 4K. I mean, that'd be great. The only time that will be an issue is if I over leveraged myself, and then I would be praying that Bitcoin don't hit 4K. What would I do? That's if I'm over leveraged, guys. If the majority of your bag is still in the reserves, then these Bitcoins are just buying opportunities, this Bitcoin dip, right? But if the majority of your bag is in Bitcoin and you don't have any reserves left, then yes, this is a terrible situation, right? So it's all just depends on how you leverage yourself into the market, guys. This is how you make money, right? I always say, buy those dips and don't buy those peaks. That's the trick to it all. Buying in a bullish market can make you money. Buying in a bearish market can make you rich. And that's just, it's held true over time. We've seen it happen. 2018, bearish market turned to a bull market. A lot of people made a lot of money, right? The people that took profits. Now, this is why I always say you have to take profits on the way up, because there will become a day where that stuff will go back down. So, like, let's say Bitcoin hit $1 million. It could just as very well go back down to 500K, and then maybe 200K even. Maybe it even goes down to 100K, guys, but then it's going to go back up, and then who knows to where. So it's just something that you have to take into consideration when buying cryptocurrency, is always being prepared for a bearish market, because it will come, right? I believe the trick is having that reserve bag full and buying in small increments on the way down. Just prepare for these crypto crashes, guys. They're going to come. This is not going to be the only time we see the crypto market crash either. They'll be, sometimes farther in between cycles, but you just always have to be prepared for times like these. So that's just my 2 cents on overall market and where I think it's going. I do believe we have more downside, but I do believe there's much more upside than there is down. So let's see here. Bitcoin plunges below 23,000 as the crypto meltdown continues. Bitcoin drops below 21K briefly as the sell-off continues, and Bitcoin prices keep sinking. Is the crypto bottom approaching? So it's funny how media accounts work, right? Is on the way down, it's crash, 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 run, run, run. On the way up, it's buy, 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 jump in now, right? It should be vice versa, guys. Honestly, it should be buy when things are like this and everybody's scared, and then sell when everybody's pumped up. You know what I mean? The people will love to call you paper hands and say, why are you selling your bag? Things are looking so good. And then the smart people are like, well, I'm kind of taking profits right now. I'm planning on buying when things crash, because we all know that it's going to crash at some point. right? And that's really how the money's made in crypto, and don't let anybody tell you any different, guys, right? You just have to take profits on the way up. You don't have to take everything out, obviously, right? And because there may be more upside, but definitely be taking profits if you're into the profits, and reinvest it later when things dip, and then you're able to make profits off the profits. It just makes a better situation, in my opinion, right? This is just how I look at it, guys. Not an expert by any means, not a financial advisor. I just see what happens in the markets and try to attack them the best way I know how, right? With what I've learned. Again, that goes back to leaving those comments. If you guys want to teach me on anything, I mean, feel free, guys. I'm open to all criticisms, and also ways I can improve the channel. I love to hear it all, guys. So definitely feel free to leave those as well. So let's keep going here. Bitcoin and Ethereum fees jump as holders rush to sell. So again, that's crazy, right? Rushing to sell right now. I mean, it could be a good idea if you're going to buy back at a lower bottom, but nobody can really predict those bottoms. Again, it just goes to having that reserve ready, and being able to buy at different levels of support on the way down. Let's see here. Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are crashing. Will crypto boom again? I mean, I definitely feel like we'll have another crypto boom. I think the next boom will be a lot bigger than the last one. There's still so many people that have yet to invest into cryptocurrency. A lot of people are scared. A lot of people don't understand how it works. A lot of people don't even understand how to buy it. Downloading an exchange and buying it, and people don't understand. Well, how will I turn that into money I can use? Like, there's still a lot of learning to be done in the crypto sector. So, but I feel like that's all going to improve over time. It's why I kind of look at cryptocurrency as more of a long-term play, because there's still a lot of learning to be done here, guys. Right? It's going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight. But it will happen, in my opinion, right? Bitcoin, let's see here. Should I buy Bitcoin? Crypto storm likely to worsen before a rebound, experts say. I agree. I do believe that it looks bad right now, but it's probably going to look a lot worse. And who knows for how long this is going to last? We don't know. But again, it's all about leveraging yourself in just small increments, guys. Just, you have to take in consideration how much money do you have and how much of it is invested into crypto. And always have more money than you have invested into crypto. It should always just be that way. You should never be over leveraged in this space, for sure. Let's see here. Texas feels like Bitcoin country, maybe because I was there for a Bitcoin conference. Yeah, definitely Texas is huge for Bitcoin. Let's see here. There's a reason Tesla's creating that city out there. Cryptos see over 1 billion in liquidations as Bitcoin, Ether lose major support levels. That's crazy, the amount of money that's flowing in and out of cryptocurrency. That's another reason I'm bullish on it, right? There's a lot of big players involved, and there's a lot of big players that aren't involved. And like, I do believe that they're gonna want to buy the bottoms too, guys. The big people in this space, they're gonna want to buy a $10,000 Bitcoin. They're gonna want to buy a $4,000 Bitcoin. I don't think that is going away. Regulation lies in Bitcoin's future, clouding its current value. Okay, so that's a good assessment, right? As more people try to regulate crypto, that will affect value, but in the long term, guys, we're still a very, very small percentage of the overall GDP, right? Meaning that there's a lot of people that aren't invested into cryptocurrency and never have been. But I think that's going to change over time. I really do. I don't think we've seen but the tip of the iceberg of what Bitcoin is going to be. Bitcoin plunges as major crypto lenders halt operations. Bitcoin Ethereum technical analysis. Bitcoin falls to 20K. Coinbase lays off 18% of workforce as executives prepare recession and crypto winter. Guys, there's going to be more downturn. It's just how far? Nobody knows, right? I'm predicting 10,300 to be its lowest point. And, I'm trying to average in based on that. But it could go farther than that. And I will definitely have a lot of reserves left for a 4K Bitcoin, So, do I think it will go below 4K? I don't think so. I think 4K would be the absolute bottom. But again, nobody predicts it. Nobody can. Could it go lower? Yeah. Is that very unlikely? Yeah. Right? But man, I would love to see a $4,000 Bitcoin, because I should be able to buy a whole one, and that would be awesome. just having one whole Bitcoin would be so cool, right? Especially just because you know where it could go at this point. And that's a different situation when it was at 4K last time. Nobody knew it could go to 60K. Now people do. Has Bitcoin? Yeah, here we go. Has Bitcoin hit its bottom yet? So this is like the main point here. What on-chain data says. So there's definitely more downside, guys. Previous bear markets, 90% pullbacks, right? This could be the same. I'm not an expert, guys, but most people have in the crypto space, at least, from my research, do believe that Bitcoin still has more downside. So if you take that in consideration, it's okay to buy in at these levels, just as long as it's not, over leveraging yourself and you're able to buy at lower ones in case those come, right? We want to buy at all these support levels in case things turn around, obviously, right? Because we don't know when they could turn around. They could turn around tomorrow, and then at least you'll have bought in at this support level and you'll be able to start getting profits, right? But just be prepared for more downside, guys. Overall consensus is that it's still going to go down, so always take that in consideration into investing, guys, and never over leverage yourself. Always do your own research. Like, make sure you're going through Google and you're looking through all these articles and you're making your own assumptions based on what you're reading, and make sure you're getting them from solid sources. Make sure you're paying attention to that. Don't just click random articles from places. There's a lot of news outlets. I would only use the biggest. And even at that point, you have to make your own fair decisions, because these media outlets are only going to push the narrative. They're gonna say things are gonna tank when things are tanking, and then they'll say things are great when things are great and to buy. And it's like they're not really, giving their own opinions. This is just the current market state, right? So, just something to think about. I'm definitely buying the dips, guys. We are in a huge one right now, so it's a time to be excited. It's a time to be excited out here, guys. Let's buy this dip. This is where generational wealth can be made. Who knows when we'll get another bearish cycle, just like who knows when we'll get another bullish one, right? So take advantage of the times. And hope you enjoyed the video today. If you did, smash that like button, hit that notification bell, and definitely leave those comments down below and let me know how you feel about Bitcoin, overall market sentiment, and also any other feedback that you'd like to leave, because as I said before in the video, it's very, very important to me, and as much as I can teach you, you guys can teach me. But that being said, it's Crypto Ether. I'm out of here, guys. Peace.